these very, I call them extremely covert missions, even for Dark Fleet. And a lot of times what would happen is, at this point I'm a security officer, but I'm also part of this unit. And they would send us into situations where we had to clean up or clean messes or contain things. One of the very first missions I had was actually on Alcyon in that system. And here's the thing people don't realize is that the folks who are Pleiadians, they actually will not allow non-Pleiadians inside their compounds or their cities or inside their planets. They have what areas that they call markets or free trade areas. And what they allow people to do is to come to those areas and live there and trade there under certain auspices. They don't care what you do there as long as it does not leave the market. And on this first mission, we had a merchant marine fleet vessel that went there, and what their job was, their merchant marine is actually a subordinate command underneath of the planetary corporate conglomerate, right? They do all the trade, all the exchanging, all of the asset moving, supply depot stuff, all that's done through the merchant marine fleet group. What they did when they went to this particular planet Alcyon was they were trying to do a genetic exchange from a shop they had set up because there were some species there that wanted to get some of our genetic material, and we wanted some of the technology apparently. Well, what the crew aboard the ship didn't know is these Saurons had gotten on the ship and started killing and eating the crew, and they were dumping stuff out of the hold out onto the main area, and we were called in to remove the Saurons and get the ship out of there. But we climbed the ropes up, and here these Saurons are eating on the crew. We asked, I looked at my HUD, pulled my HUD up, and I directly asked for authorization to engage. I greenlit everybody, and all of a sudden they took all the Saurons in the ship out. The captain and the XO were held up in the captain's office. They weren't coming out.
Alright, so basically, what you heard is that, and I'll play again just in case, so you can understand, that apparently on Alcyon or something, that there was a trade, and Pleiadians seem to have some type of governorship over it, and apparently awaits there that should be managed. I think that they were used in a place of, how can I say, advocate for the Pleiadians, because apparently you will heal it again. I will make sure I'll go back and let you heal again. But still, in a slower speed, by the way. But yeah, you will heal, though, that it seems like there was some type of espionage or something like that, try to get our DNA in exchange for technologies. So, some Pleiadians must have assisted the Dark Cabal in exchange for some of our DNAs, which is interesting. Indirect, direct. Why was it mentioned like this so casually? Apparently there wasn't as much suspicion, or otherwise I presume this guy would have threw out more of a red flag. Like, why do you say it so casually if it's so fake? Or if he were trying to chill against the Pleiadians, he would have threw up a, like, hey, this is not correct. I thought Pleiadians were supposed to help. No, he didn't even mention anything. They just casually mentioned this. And let me go back. Let me decrease the speed because I actually had it pretty high.
But here these Saurons that are eating on the crew get some of our genetic material, and we want to will not allow non-Pleiadians inside their compounds or their cities. The very first missions I had was actually on Alcyon in that system. And here's the thing: what people don't realize is that the folks who are Pleiadians, they actually will not allow non-Pleiadians inside their compounds or their cities or inside their planets. They have what areas they call markets or free trade areas, and what they allow people to do is to come into those areas and live there and trade there under certain auspices. They don't care what you do there as long as it does not leave the market. And on this first mission, we had a merchant marine fleet vessel that went there, and what their job was, their merchant marine is actually a subordinate command underneath of the planetary corporate conglomerate, right? They do all the trade, all of the exchanging, all of the asset moving, supply depot stuff. All of that's done through the merchant marine fleet group. What they did when they went to this particular planet Alcyon was they were trying to do a genetic exchange from a shop they had set up because there were some species there that wanted to get some of our genetic material.
A species that it's also governed or managed by Pleiadians on Alcyon, or whatever you call it. How did I get past the check?
And we wanted some of the technology, apparently. Well, what the crew aboard the ship didn't know was these Saurons had gotten on the ship and started killing and eating the crew. And
alright, Sound like some wild alien ET backstabbing animal zombie weapons of spaceship mass destruction. Damn. Are they as bad as the Reptilians? Anyways, back to what it was. So, regardless, there was, apparently technologies exchanged for DNA. He also didn't say it was a failed mission, by the way. He just did not. And I put the link down below for you all if you want to know. I mean, look at this video more thoroughly. I can't, express my disbelief anymore if I tried. Maybe because I'm numb and they know it. I wonder why. They think they're going to hide the facts. But we all know what's going on. It has been going on for some time now. Now, I mean, it could have been technically a covert op on their end to lure, but why was the Dark Cabal so confident in exchanging technology for DNA through shops that are managed by the Pleiadians? And it's supposed to be a prominent place of trade. So, I guess it's an offsuit Pleiadian races, but then it's in our solar system. Shouldn't they be busy more along the lines of helping us humans so we can raise the vibrational frequency better? Like, you know how much energy I could produce all across the land right now? Or have been? But these... but whatever. We all know what's going on. It's also communism, socialism. Oppress the strong, oppress the best of the best, keep us down, lower, and don't even wise us weak. Don't even wise the weak up. Nope, don't make them strong. Make them seem like they are competent. But in actuality, I think there is some type of reputation dissing. They are dissing on our reputation, which is an insult to our reputation and us, of course. Any insult to our reputation is a complete insult to our existence. But hey, I guess it's a truth now, potentially. With facts backing it, by the way. That's just, me to talking. Man, this guy seemed genuine. He seems legit. And I can't imagine. Damn. This shit so can't last any longer.